हॅलो हॅलो. आपण ही स्पर्धा शार्प 6:30 वाजता सुरू करणार आहोत. तिकडे मीटिंग सुरू होती. डिले होण्याचं कारण हे आहे की कोड क्रमांक 8 जो त्यांचा एक्सपर्टीज आहे
ठीक. हॅलो.
तो इन्स्टॉलेशन या स्पर्धेत आहे, त्यामुळं त्याला थोडासा उशीर होईल. त्याचं लवकर संपवून तो इकडे येणार आहे. तिकडे मीटिंग झाली आहे संघप्रमुखांची. अगदी कुठे जाऊ नका पण, कारण 6:30ला म्हणजे 6:30ला त्यानंतर कुणीही जाणार नाही याची आपण काळजी घेऊयात. बाकीचे संघ आहेत, म्हणजे आपल्याला सगळ्यांना सोबत घेऊन जायचं आहे, त्यामुळं थोडासा डिले होत आहे. आता आपण सगळे तयार आहोत, पण त्यांनी विनंती केलेली आहे, त्यांच्या विनंतीला आपण मान दिला पाहिजे. अगदी काही मिनिटांमध्ये, अगदी काही मिनिटं आहेत, 20 मिनिटं म्हणजे 2 हनी सिंगचे किंवा इतरत्र गाणी ऐकली किंवा यूट्यूबला जर करंट अफेअर्स जरी वाचलं ऐकलं तरी होऊन जाईल. हां त्याला पर्याय नाही. चहा वगैरे सर्व स्पर्धक कोड क्रमांकाने वर यायचं आहे. कोड क्रमांक 14, कोड क्रमांक 8, कोड क्रमांक 9, 12, 24, 7 आहे तिथे. या वर या, जे अवेलेबल आहे त्यांनी वर या. आपल्याला रूल्स वगैरे तोपर्यंत आपण हे करूयात आणि 6:30ला सुरू करूयात. हेलो, कोड क्रमांक ज्यांची मी नावं स्वीकारले त्यांनी प्लीज वर या. यस, आइए आइए. पहले देखना है, आपसे जज बात करना चाहते हैं. पहले बात करना चाहते हैं, जो आपको फिर लगेगा वो सब. पेन है यहाँ पे, पेन है, पेजेस है, सब कुछ है. आपका मोबाइल, आपकी स्मार्ट वॉच वहीं पे रख दीजिए. कोड नंबर 14, 8, 9, 12, 24, 7. कोण कोण आहे? 14 आहे, 14, 14, 8, 9, 12, 24 और 7. ए बी सी डी ई. ई वर बसून घ्या तुम्ही.
सर फोन पॉकेटमध्ये राहू शकतो.
नाही 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 नाही
बॅगेमध्ये ठेवून
सुशांत दादा.
मॅनेजरकडे देऊन टाका.
नाही, विद्यापीठात नाही.
आणि इनफॉर्मली काहीच करू नको. सवय आहे ती. 10 सेकंड का भी लफड़ा है.
टीम कोणत्या कोणत्या आहेत अवेलेबल, हात वर करा प्लीज. येऊन जा. ओके, आलेत. दुसरे पण येत आहेत.
तुमचा टीम मेंबर नाही का? कुणाचा टीम मेंबर नाही?
सर तुमची टीम कोड क्रमांक 12 यावर या. कॉल करा बाकीच्यांना येऊन जा. कोड नंबर 14 आहे, 8 आहे, 9 आहे, 7. तिथे बसायचंय, तिथे बसून घ्या. कुठेही बसून घ्या. तुम्हाला मोबाईल तुमचे स्मार्ट वॉच जे आहे ते
मोबाईल ब्लूटूथ
वगैरे सगळं कोड नंबर 12, 9 आणि 14. 24, 7, 9. 14, 8, 12 यांनी लवकर या. येत आहेत सर? काय नंबर कोड? 12 पाठवा.
Hello, hello.
इकडे जागा आहे, इकडे आहे, इकडे बसायचं.
थांब थांब सुरूच केलं असेल त्यांनी. अरे देवा.
कोड नंबर 8 वर येऊन जा. हा आपल्याला तोपर्यंत आपण रूल्स तरी आपण डिस्कस करणार आहोत. ओके. कोण नाही बसू द्या बसू बैठो.
टाकून तू म्हणजे
दोन कागद तरी फाडून ठेवतात डायरीमधनं म्हटलं लागले हां पत्र पटकन नाही हां चहा एफ हो तेच नाही बोल मोबाईल ठेवलं वॉच काढून वॉच एफ आणि 12 घेऊन ये बरं चॉकलेट्स नाही आज होता पण सरांनी रिप्लेस केलं एफ किंवा 12
ब्लूटूथ स्मार्टवॉच मोबाईल असं कोणत्याच प्रकारचं कोणत्याच काहीच नाही पाहिजे तुमच्याजवळ आणि आवाज व्हिजिबल आहे सॉरी ऑडिबल आहे स्क्रीन व्हिजिबल आहे हां म्हणजे थोडं उलट झालं माझं माईक एकदा सगळ्यांचे चेक करून घ्या
कोड नंबर 7
कोड नंबर ई कोड नंबर एफ
हेलो माइक चेक
डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर मराठवाडा विद्यापीठ छत्रपती संभाजीनगर आयोजित इंद्रधनुष्य महोत्सव 2023-24 या ठिकाणी माझ्या माहितीप्रमाणे सगळ्या स्पर्धा संपत आलेल्या आहेत अशी एकमेव स्पर्धा असते ती 2-2 दिवस चालते आणि जिचा निकाल लगेच लागतो त्यामुळे या स्पर्धेमध्ये म्हणजे प्रश्नमंजुषा या स्पर्धेमध्ये आपणा सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे या ठिकाणी माझ्यासोबत आदरणीय डॉक्टर गायकवाड सर आदरणीय डॉक्टर अनिरुद्ध मोरे सर तसेच मिस्टर पॅडी सर म्हणजे पद्मनाभन पिल्लाई सर अँड अनिरुद्ध मोरारका सर या ठिकाणी सगळेजण आहेत आणि टीम नंबर 14 टीम नंबर 8 टीम नंबर 9 टीम नंबर 7 टीम नंबर 24 आणि टीम नंबर 12 या सगळ्यांना आपण ABCD असे क्रमांक दिलेले आहेत आपण थोडेसे संख्येनं कमी आहोत मला वाटतं की आपण सर परीक्षक असं म्हणतायत की तुम्ही सुद्धा या स्पर्धेमध्ये सहभागी होण्यासाठी थोडंसं चेअर घेऊन किंवा सोफा घेऊन समोर यायला हरकत नाही म्हणजे तुम्हाला आवाज पण येईल आणि तुमच्यापर्यंत क्वेश्चन जर पास झाला तर आपल्याला खूप मोठं असं बक्षीस आहे लोक अशीच चॉकलेट देऊन जातात आपण चॉकलेट खाणार आहोत त्यामुळे ज्यांची तयारी आहे त्यांनी समोर यायचं आहे बिनधास्त या एकदा टाळ्यांच्या गजरामध्ये आपण पद्मनाभन सर आणि अनिरुद्ध सर यांचं स्वागत करूयात आणि सर्व संयोजकांच्या वतीनं आपण 2 मिनिटात येतोय ओके तोपर्यंत तर मी विनंती करतो की पिलाई सरांना आपण यांना काही नियम सांगावेत आपले जे काही नहीं सबको आ गया पद्मनाभन सरांचं आपण या ठिकाणी स्वागत करणार आहोत. मी विनंती करतो बोधिले मॅडम यांना, डॉक्टर बोधिले मॅडम, आपण आदरणीय परीक्षकांचं स्वागत करावं. मी अनिरुद्ध मोरे सरांना देखील विनंती करतो की आपण देखील यावं. आदरणीय डॉक्टर अनिरुद्ध मोरे गायकवाड सर आणि सरांना पण विनंती करतो की आपण यावं आणि आदरणीय परीक्षक महोदयांचं स्वागत करावं. देशभरामध्ये ज्यांचं एक नाव आहे, पॅडी सर, क्विज कॉम्पिटिशनचे मास्टर आहेत, नागपूर क्विज क्लबमधून ते आलेले आहेत. त्यांचं एकदा पुन्हा एकदा टाळ्यांच्या गजरात स्वागत करूयात. आणि मी विनंती करतो पॅडी सरांना की आपण जे काही आपले नियम आहेत ते समजावून सांगावेत. येस, पॅडी सर.
Thank you, sir. My name is Paddy. I am from Nagpur. So we run this small organization called Nagpur Quiz Club. And we started in 2011 with just a bunch of a few individuals. And today we have over 700 members in our communities. And we have successfully conducted over 150 quizzes all over India. So I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank the organizers for giving us the opportunity to do this small quiz here. And heartiest congratulations to everybody who has made it to this stage. So basically, something that I share in every stage is quizzing is a sport. And in every sport, there is just one winner. But that's not the case in a quiz. Because nobody returns home empty-handed after participating in a quiz. Because you might be knowing before you entered the stage. But after you leave the stage, you will be knowing a lot more things. Maybe you win, maybe you won't. But you will be knowing a lot more of facts by participating. And this also applies to the audience. I don't think there is any other competition where the knowledge that the audience member is earning while sitting amongst the audience is at par with those of the participants. So today you're here, maybe tomorrow on the basis of this quiz, on the basis of the number of quizzes that you're going to attend in future, you will be entering the stage. So I request everybody to sit throughout the quiz. So we'll have a look at the rounds. This quiz is divided into 4 rounds. Total 36 questions overall. I'll explain you the rounds individually as and when we approach them. Normal rules of pounce and bounce apply unless explicitly told otherwise. How many of you know what a pounce is and what a bounce is? Okay, for others I'll tell you what a pounce is. Suppose it's a direct for team A. The first question is a direct for team A. And team D thinks they know the answer. And they are not sure whether that question will reach them. So what happens is, when the question is displayed, team A is not allowed to answer immediately. The question remains open for pounce. I'll be asking, this is the question, any team wants to pounce. So in case team D wants to pounce, they'll just raise their hand and write down the answer on the notepad that is provided to you. I'll come and check whether the answer is correct or not. And I'll not tell you. And then team A will be allowed to answer. So in case team A doesn't give the answer correctly, they'll get a 0. It will pass on to team B. Even they don't answer correctly, they'll also get a 0. Same with team C. They'll also get a 0 for not answering. The question will not pass to team D because they have already pounced. The question will directly go to team E. And team E, in case they give me a correct answer, they will get a plus 20. And then I'll tell you what the answer of team D was. In case they had given me the correct answer, they'll also get a plus 20. But in case you're giving me an incorrect answer, you'll get a negative 20. So what pounce is, basically you can attempt any question irrespective of the fact whether it's your direct or not. But there is one flip side. If you give me one incorrect answer, you'll get a negative. Am I clear? This is what the pounce system is. Is there any doubt? Okay, it will be clearer as and when we approach the round. But one thing every team needs to keep in mind is, if it's a direct for team A, you shouldn't shout out the answer immediately. You have to wait. In case you do that, I'll give every team a plus 20 and 0 for you. Okay, so there are times like, what is the capital of India is the question. One automatically tends to say it's Delhi. But you have to curb your emotions for some time and give out the answer only when it's your turn to answer. That is what pounce is. Any doubt here? Yes.
So how many teams can pounce for one question?
All the teams can pounce except for the team jiska direct hai.
Okay.
And now I'll tell you what bounce is. Suppose the first question is for team A. Team A doesn't answer. It passes to team B. Team B answers correctly. So the second question will not be a direct for Team B, it will be a direct for Team C. So whichever team answers correctly on a direct, the other team gets the opportunity to attempt the next question. And every team has two such chances. Like it's a direct for Team A, nobody answers, the next question will also be a direct for Team A. But even here, if you fail to answer, the next will be for Team B. Clear? Any doubts here? Okay. So one thing you have to keep in mind is don't just jump out and give the answer. You have to wait till the pounce is over. That is applicable for this round. The other rounds I'll tell you later. So all set? So all set. Everybody's ready? Let's have a look at the first question. This round is called dry round. 12 questions in this particular round. Pounds and bounds apply, and the point system I have already told you. The final point is the most critical one. Quizmaster's decision is the final one. Am I clear? Question number 1 to Team A. I'll read out the question for you, but you can read them yourself too. And in case you want to bounce, you can raise your hand. In November 2014, Italian artist Sven Selber began an art project at the Palais de Tokyo, a contemporary art space located in Paris. Assigning himself 2 days to complete the project, he completed it with a couple of hours to spare. Sven's project got a huge amount of press coverage and equal amount of online outrage by people who did not consider his work to be art. What popular idiom or saying was Sven putting into practice through his project? So as you can see in this image, the gentleman here is an Italian artist called Sven Selber. He was trying to execute a particular project. That project has its origin in an idiom, a very famous English idiom, an English phrase. So that project he was trying to implement in this exhibition, and he had given himself 2 days time to implement this project, but he was able to finish it before the 2 days time was over. So you have to tell me what is the famous idiom that we are talking about. Everybody understood the question? There is a very famous English idiom. You have to tell me what it is, and you can see it in the image. It's a direct for Team A. Anybody wants to pounce? Team B is pouncing, Team C is pouncing. Write down the answer on the notepad provided to you. Okay. Okay. So 2 teams have bounced, Team A and Team B. DEF, do you want to bounce? A very famous English idiom. Okay. Pounds closing in 3, 2, and 1. Team A, what is your answer?
So the answer is finding a needle in a haystack.
Finding a needle in the haystack, is that a project? That is the correct answer. Please give them a big hand, and participants, आपको ही ताली बजाना है, बहुत ज़्यादा audience नहीं है. So excellent answer by Team A, B, and Team C. All of them get a plus 20 each. All of you understood now what exactly I was trying to mean in that image. He was basically trying to find a needle in the haystack. That was the art project. So plus 20 for Team A, B, and C. Next is a direct for Team B, since A answered on the direct. Team B, your question. The first historic application of X was in the form of punch cards, which were used as input devices for computers way back in the early 1900s. The modern day applications of X includes surveys, subscription forms, and even voting. However, the biggest usage of X in India is by students, where over 20 lakh of them use X every year, primarily in the months of April, March, and May. What are we talking about? So there is an image that you can see over here. It was used for the first time as a form of punch cards in early 1900s. Today, it's used in various fields, primarily by students in the months of March, April, and May. What are we talking about? Am I clear? Anybody wants to pounce? Okay. It's a direct for Team B. Team A and Team C have pounced. D, E, F, do you want to pounce? The first answer that's coming to your mind might just be the right answer. I'm closing the pounce in 3, 2, you're pouncing. Okay, D has also pounced. 3, 2, 1. Team B.
Entering roll numbers in competitive examinations.
Entering roll number in the competitive examination. That won't fetch you any points. C has pounced, D has pounced, Team E. Something very specific that you can see in the image. Yes,
So
Steve.
that is the answer sheet.
Answer sheet.
Yes, sir.
And can you elaborate it? Answer sheet won't fetch you any points, but if you can maybe elaborate it.
In the exams of just like
You
NEET.
have to tell me its name. You don't have to describe it. What are we talking about? A one-word answer. Do you have any specific thing in mind? You are on the right track, but I can't give you any points as of now. Yes, Team E, I'll have to pass if you're not trying. I can't wait for a minute. I'll give you 5 seconds. It's a long quiz. I'll have to pass. Team F.
Sir, OMR.
OMR. Is it an OMR sheet? It is an OMR sheet. So Team E, you almost gave me the correct answer, but you did not mention OMR, so I can't give you any points. Team A gets a plus 20. Team B, unfortunately, doesn't get any points. Team C gets a plus 20, and Team D gets a plus 20. Great work by all the teams. And since Team F answered on the direct, it's a direct for Team A. Americans call them astronauts, the Russians call them cosmonauts, and the Chinese refer to them as taikonauts. What are their Indian counterparts called? A term that contains the Sanskrit word for sky and also shares its name with an Indian TV science fiction character. So, astronauts and cosmonauts are terms that we are aware of in American and Russian context. But in India, there is a specific term for these people. You have to tell me that word which contains the Sanskrit word for sky in it. This word was in news, if you're aware of current affairs. A lot of Indian astronauts or cosmonauts or these term people were recently shortlisted for a mission. Anybody wants to bounce? It's a direct for Team A. Anybody's bouncing? Team C is bouncing. You have to give me the term. Yeah, I'll not take this bounce, but आपको term बताना है. You have to give me the term. That's the question. The Americans call it astronauts and Russians call it cosmonauts. What do we Indians call the people who are into this profession? It's a direct for Team A. I'm closing pounds in 3, 2, and 1. Yes, Team A. Direct.
It's called Vyomonauts.
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 And the character is? You might not know. You might not be born at that time. He's called Captain Vyom. Captain Vyom was a character played by Milind Soman. Excellent answer by Team A. They get a plus 20. The Indian counterparts are called Vyomonauts. And Captain Vyom is an iconic character of the 90s. Excellent answer by Team A, plus 20 to them. This is a direct for Team B. Again, a question related to astronomy. How I Killed X and Why It Had It Coming is a 2010 memoir of American called Mike Brown, who is considered responsible for the killing of X. The book chronicles a certain discovery in 2005 by Brown, which challenged the long-held beliefs of the world's leading experts with respect to something that eventually led to its killing in 2000X. You have to identify X, or you have to tell me what we are talking about. So the killing here is metaphorical killing. He did not actually kill anybody. It's metaphorically. Something was a part of a list, and thanks to this man, that something is not a part of that list anymore. And this is a question on astronomy. So think in the right direction. We are talking about astronomy here. Something was a part of a list, and thanks to this man, that thing is not a part of that list anymore. What am I talking about? It's a direct for team B, and team C and team A are bouncing. Okay? Okay. So, team A and C have bounced. D, E, F, do you want to bounce? The question is pretty obvious. You just need to think in the right direction. Okay, maybe you're not willing to take the risk. Bounce is closing in 3, 2, and 1. Team B, it's your direct.
X is Pluto.
Pluto. And how did he kill Pluto?
He removed it from the list of planets.
Okay, so Pluto is no longer a planet, it's a dwarf planet. Excellent answer by team B. So he was the guy who removed Pluto from the list of planets. We don't have 9 planets now because of this person named Michael Brown. Excellent answer by team A, B, and C. All of them get a plus 20 each. Come on, D, E, F, you must take some risks. The questions are pretty easy. You need to be more confident. Doesn't matter, still early days of the quiz. Since B answered correctly on the direct, it's a direct for team C now. A question on sports. Which sport, apart from athletics, cycling, swimming, and gymnastics, has featured in every modern Olympic Games since its inception in 1896? The sport comprises of 3 disciplines, with Italy being the most successful country, having won over 130 medals in total. At the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Bhavani Devi became the first Indian to compete in the sport at the Olympics. What sport are we talking about? The last part of the question is what makes it workable. You might not be knowing the first or the second paragraph, but if you know what sport does Bhavani Devi play, you will be able to reach out to the answer. It's a direct for team C. A and B are bouncing. Okay. Okay. D, E, F, everybody's bouncing. Yeah. Okay. 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 So every team has answered. Yes, team C, what is your answer?
It's fencing.
It is fencing. So Bhavani Devi plays fencing for India, and all the teams have answered it correctly. Plus 20 to every team. Please clap for yourselves. और कोई ताली नहीं बजाने वाला. It's a direct for team D now. Team D, here is your question. The word X was coined by Richard Dawkins in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene, as an attempt to explain the way cultural information spreads in the current world. In popular language, X usually refers to Internet X, which is typically an image that is circulated in a shared cultural experience online. Identify the word X. So we are talking about a word which was coined by Richard Dawkins way back in 1976 in his book, The Selfish Gene. We know this word primarily due to the internet. In popular language, X usually refers to an Internet X, which is typically an image that is circulated in a shared cultural experience. What are we talking about? I'm sure ये hall में ऐसा कोई भी नहीं है who hasn't heard about X. So B and C are bouncing. You're not bouncing. So B and C have bounced. It's a direct for team D. Other teams, you're not bouncing. 3, 2, 1. Team D.
Internet Explorer.
Explorer. No, come on. Team E.
It's maybe emoji.
Memoji.
Emoji.
Emoji. Team F. Yes, team F. There is no negative. Feel free to guess. Mic पे बोलिएगा.
World Wide Web. World Wide Web.
World Wide Web. Team A.
So the smiley.
Smiley. No. Let's have a look at the answer. Oh, I forgot. We could have gone to the audience and given them a few chocolates. The answer is indeed meme. So it doesn't matter whether you gave the correct answer or not. You got to know something interesting. And that is the purpose of every quiz. So that you get to learn something interesting. Excellent answer by team B and team C. Both of them answered correctly on pounds. B and C get a plus 20 each. And since nobody answered it on the direct, it's once again team D's direct. Bill Kaysing, again an astronomy question. Bill Kaysing is widely regarded as the originator of a popular conspiracy theory. The theory claims that a significant achievement in the late 1960s was in fact faked. Kaysing was the chief technical writer in the 1960s for Rocketdyne, a company whose products were integral to the achievement in question, which made people believe his claims. Which popular conspiracy theory did Kaysing come up with? I'll simplify the question for you. There was this great astronomical achievement in 1960s. And the company that was primarily involved in a lot of things about that achievement was a company called Rocketdyne. And this guy, Bill Kaysing, he works as the technical writer, chief technical writer for Rocketdyne. So he claimed something. He claimed a conspiracy theory about that historical event. What historical event are we talking about? That is the question. You understood the question? In 1960s, एक historical event, something happened. और इन्होंने कहा उसके बारे में कुछ. He floated a conspiracy theory about that event. Either tell me the event or the conspiracy theory. Okay, who are bouncing? A, B, and C. Bouncing. Okay, so सिर्फ आपने bounce नहीं किया. You want to bounce? Yes, team D.
UFO.
UFO. That is a good try, but not the right answer. Team E has bounced. Team F.
Aliens.
Aliens. UFO, I would have given the points. Audience. Yes, the boy wearing glasses. Yes. Apollo mission. What about it? That's a fake. We'll fetch you an original chocolate. Please give it to him. So nobody ever landed on the moon. That's what this guy claimed. And this was in news for a long time because this guy was involved with a company that worked with NASA. So excellent answer by team A, B, and C. They get a plus 20 each. Team E unfortunately gets a negative 20. A, B, and C get a plus 20, and team E gets a minus 20. And since your 2 turns are over, it's a direct for team E now. William X served in the US Navy in World War II after he made a special request to the then President Franklin Roosevelt and was awarded the Purple Heart after his discharge. He changed his name to William Patrick Stewart Houston after the war ended and also wrote an article titled My Uncle. Identify his surname X, his original surname X, or who was his uncle. So this guy, William X, he served in the US Navy in the Second World War, but he changed his surname to Patrick Stewart Houston after the war. And he also wrote an article called Why I Hate My Uncle. So you have to tell me either the name of his uncle or his original surname. But again, if you know the uncle, you'll know the surname. If you know the surname, you'll know the uncle. Pretty easy questions here. Team B and C are bouncing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so A, B, and C have bounced it correctly. It's a direct for Team E. No other teams are bouncing, I suppose. Team E, what is your answer?
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yes.
William Hitler.
Yes.
Hitler ka bhatija in US. Will fetch you a plus 20. Excellent answers by team A, B, C, and E. A, B, C, and E get a plus 20 each. F and D, you two should have tried. World War II, कौन होगा uncle? Itna famous. And why would anybody hate his uncle? Okay, yeah, there might be people who hate their uncles, but that has nothing to do with the question. Okay, direct for team F now. Pretty long question, but again, a very interesting question. XT lounges are the new avatar of the XT group, where customers can try up to 45 exquisite blends of tea and take inspiration from coffee roasting, where people can be a part of the beverage making process. X, the company behind this concept, is India's third largest tea company and was started by a Gujarati businessman called Narandas Desai in 1915 after Mahatma Gandhi invited him from South Africa to start his business in India. Being closely associated with Gandhi and his ideology, Desai promoted the message of social equality through X with the use of its iconic logo. You have to tell me the name of the company. We're talking about a tea company here, which happens to be the third largest tea manufacturing company in India. And if all the teams agree, I can give you one more clue.
No, sir.
Okay, yes, oh, sure. Of course, you know the answer, so there is no point in the clue. It's a direct for team F. Okay, A and B have answered it. No other team is pouncing, I suppose. It's a direct for team F. Yes, team F. What is your answer? Tea manufacturing company, third largest tea manufacturer in India. If team F doesn't answer, it will go to team C. Yes, team F, are you trying?
Taj.
Taj. Taj is a different brand. Team C. The most keyword here is the last part. If you know the logo of this company, yes,
Is it Charkha?
Chadha.
Charkha.
Chadha Tea Company? No. Team D.
Wagh Bakri.
Wagh Bakri is the third largest manufacturer. It is. Plus 20 for team A, B, and team D. So in the logo, if you can see, a tiger and a goat are drinking this liquid together, drinking the tea together. This promotes social equality. That's what the gentleman referred to. Excellent answer by team A, B, and team D. And since team D answered, it's a direct for team E now. Quentin Stafford Fraser is currently a research associate at the Cambridge University. Fraser is most famous for something that he created in 1991 at the university. In his own words, his creation, which he called X Coffee, was created to make life at the university easier by letting everyone monitor how much coffee was in the pot. Since its invention, the use of X Coffee has changed quite drastically, but is still a very important part of everyone's life, especially during post-COVID. Identify the creation in question. So there is something called the X Coffee, but it has got nothing to do with the coffee itself. It was particularly designed so that we get to know how much coffee is there in the container. The image there is the clue. We are talking about a technology. We're talking about a technology, as is evident from the image, nothing to do with the coffee. What technology are we talking about? It's a direct for team E. And the answer is there in front of you. I'm closing the pounds in 3, 2, and 1. Pounds is now closed. It's a direct for team E now. Team E, what is your answer?
Oxygen measure, oxygen level.
Oxygen coffee, team F.
Oxygen.
Yes, team F. We're talking about a technology, and as far as I understand, oxygen is not a technology. Team F, if you're not trying, I'll have to pass on to team A. Guess कर दो, no negative as such. Or I'll pass. बहुत लंबी क्विज बाकी है भाई.
Sir, steam.
Steam coffee, that is indeed a technology, but that's not the right answer. Team A.
So it will be the steam we take for cold. The exact word that will be nebulizer.
Nebulizer coffee.
Similar to a nebulizer. Nebulizer would be the version for a child. The adult version I am unable.
Okay, so do you think it's nebulizer coffee?
No.
I don't think so. Team B. Yeah, it does look like a nebulizer, but nothing to do with it. You're ignoring something very obvious in the image.
The loading screen, which shows us how much progress has been made.
Okay, loading screen. That'll tell you how much coffee is left. You're thinking of technology ahead of its time, but not the right answer. Team C. When I tell you the answer, then you'll understand what I'm referring to when I say that the answer is right in front of you. Team C.
Is it a thermometer coffee? Thermometer.
Thermometer talk. Okay, nothing to do with the thermometer. Team D. Not trying. It was a direct for Team E. Anybody from the audience would like to try? Yes, sir. It's not a steamer. Yes, sir. Webcam. Is it a webcam? We'll fetch you a chocolate. So can we go back to the question? A webcam. This photo was taken via webcam. All of you might have used this product. You might not have tasted the coffee, but a webcam we are all aware of. So this coffee was called webcam coffee. Unfortunately, no points to anybody. And since nobody answered, it's a direct for Team E once again. Penultimate question of this round. Which country's capital was given its present name by the military troops of Fatahillah, who successfully defeated and drove out the Portuguese from the city in 1527, and derives its name from the Sanskrit term meaning victorious deed or complete victory. So there is this country which has its origin, the capital's name's origin in the Sanskrit word for victory. It happened due to the original inhabitants of the country drove off the Portuguese in 1527. It's a national capital. Derived from Sanskrit word of victory. The capital's name is not the Sanskrit word itself. Team E, are you trying? I'll have to pass. Team F.
Sir, Gandhara.
Sorry?
Kandahar, Afghanistan.
Gandhar. Okay.
capital.
Gandhar has historical origins. Team A.
So it will be Jakarta.
Jakarta. And the Sanskrit word?
Jai means victory.
Jai.
And
Jai Karta.
yeah, Jai.
We'll fetch you a plus 20. Excellent answer by Team A. They deserve a bigger round of applause. Please clap for them. So Jakarta originated from Sanskrit word Jaikarta. Plus 20 to Team A. And last question of the round is a direct for Team B. Radhanath Sikdar was an Indian mathematician who is best known for one particular work that he did in 1852, becoming the first in the world to achieve that. Sikdar in 1831 became a member of the great trigonometric survey under the leadership of certain Mr. George in order to survey the entire Indian subcontinent. After working with the team for around 2 decades, Sikdar was ordered to start measuring a different geography, which eventually led to his most important work next year. What was this achievement of Sikdar? So Sikdar was a part of the great trigonometric survey, which was undertaken to measure entirely what the British had in their hands in the Indian subcontinent. It was undertaken by certain Mr. George. And after the completion of this project, Sikdar became a part of another project, which was to measure something entirely different. What was Mr. Sikdar supposed to measure? And the hidden clue here is certain Mr. George. That certain Mr. George is your clue here. A geographical entity which he was supposed to measure. Mr. Sikdar. Nobody is keen on pouncing, I suppose. You're pouncing. Okay, Team D has pounced. It's a direct for Team B. Team A is also pouncing. C. So, Team A has pounced, C has pounced, and Team D has pounced. और किसी ने bounce नहीं किया है? It's a direct for Team B. Yes, Team B.
Measuring the height of Mount Everest.
Measuring the height of Mount Everest. And Mr. George is George Everest. Will fetch you a plus 20. So, Mr. Sikdar was the person responsible for measuring the height of Mount Everest. Team A gets a plus 20. Team B gets a plus 20. Unfortunately, Team C gets a negative 20, but still early days for you. And Team D gets a plus 20. That is the end of this round. Let's have a look at the scores. Okay, so currently Team A is leading this quiz with a score of 200 points. A big hand for them, please. Team B is closely behind with a score of 160. Clap for every team, come on. Team C, you are at 120. You're currently third, but still early days. Team D is at 80. 20 for Team E, but still early days. 3 more rounds are going to come. And Team F is at 40. Okay, this round is called Six Sigma. The rules of this round are different from what we experienced. Here there are no passes, no bounces. 1 question per team. Okay, and every question has 9 options, out of which 6 are correct and 3 incorrect. So when a team is attempting, suppose it's direct for Team E, there will be a question for them with 9 options. You have to give me 1 answer at a time. Each answer will give you 5 points each. And if you give me all 6 answers correctly, you will get a bonus of plus 20. So you can earn as much as 50 points in this round. At any point, you can withdraw. Like if you're given 2 answers, you're not sure of the others, you can withdraw with a score of 10. But in case you give me 1 incorrect answer, you'll get a 0. Understood? Like you could have given me 5 points, 5 answers, and you would have scored 25 till then. But if the 6th one is an incorrect one, you'll end up getting a 0. Am I clear? Everybody understood the round? Any doubts?
Sir, if you don't answer the question? let's say you ask us 5,
Yeah.
we have answered 5, and the 6th one we don't know. If we leave
Yeah, you can withdraw with a score of 25.
You can withdraw.
You can withdraw. You can withdraw at any moment.
at any.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if we answer the first question and second we don't know, we'll have to withdraw.
You have to withdraw. See, the question is there. आपके सामने 9 ऑप्शंस रहेंगे, 6 करेक्ट है, 3 इनकरेक्ट है. You have to give me one answer at a time. एक एक करके आप आंसर देंगे, 5 पॉइंट्स आप कमाते जाओगे. 4 आंसर दे दिए आपने, 20 कमा लिए. 5वें पे यू कैन विड्रॉ विद द स्कोर, और 5वां नहीं देना, हमें रिस्क नहीं उठाना, वी आर विड्रॉइंग. सो आई विल गिव यू 20 पॉइंट्स और खत्म हो जाता राउंड आपका. बट इन केस यू विश टू कंटिन्यू, यू कैन स्कोर एज मच एज 50 पॉइंट्स. बट अगर गलत होता है तो यू विल एंड अप गेटिंग अ 0. Am I clear? So, the topics. The team with the highest score gets to choose the first. So I think currently team A is leading. Team A is leading. Okay. It's a direct for team A. And I request complete silence from the audience because this is a very critical round, and also from the participants. In case you're blurting out the answer, you're basically helping out the other team. Complete silence from everybody. Yes, team A, what topic do you choose? Come on, don't take so much time. So many options. You have a flight, you have a train to by 8:30, right? And you are wasting time in choosing the topic. Yes, and the topic is?
Literature.
Team A has chosen literature. Complete silence from everybody. Okay, before you give me the answer, understand the concept correctly. You have to identify the correct pairs of books and authors. 9 options, 6 correct है, 3 incorrect है. एक एक करके मुझे आंसर दीजिए. On the mic. History of Spiritualism by Arthur Conan Doyle. Career of Evil by J.K. Rowling. The Prince and the Pauper by Charles Dickens. A letter from a daughter to her father by Indira Gandhi. Third Class in Indian Railways, Mahatma Gandhi. Deception Point by Dan Brown. A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. Sunny Days by Abhay Singh Deol. Shalimar the Clown by Salman Rushdie. One answer at a time. But don't take too much time. Because you have a train to catch at 8:30. My train is at 10:30, I can wait.
So first one would be Letters from a Daughter to a Father by Indira Gandhi.
Letters from a daughter to her father by Indira Gandhi is incorrect. You don't get any points in this round. Since the first attempt that you gave is an incorrect one, you won't be able to attempt the other questions. So team A ends with a score of 0. Next is a direct for, these are the answers that I was looking for. So team A doesn't score anything in this round, but still 2 more rounds are there. You can make up for the score, doesn't matter. Team B, it's your direct now. I think team B, yes.
We'll take automobiles.
Automobiles. Let's have a look. Identify the car brands under the brand name of Hyundai. You can take your time. But he has a train to catch at 8:30. Keep that in mind. On the mic, one at a time. On the mic.
Extra. Hyundai Extra.
Hyundai Exter. Let's see if it's correct. Yes, it is. You have scored 5 points so far.
Hyundai Venue.
Hyundai Venue is also correct. 10 so far.
Ionic.
Ionic.
Yes.
15.
Alcazar.
Alcazar. 20.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe or Santro? क्या बोले आपने?
Santro first.
Santro. One more answer.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. Santa Fe will fetch them 50 points. Excellent answer by Team B. You managed to score the highest number of points that was able to be scored in this round. Excellent answer. Next is a direct for Team C.
Yes, sir.
Team C.
We'll go with cricket.
Cricket. You have managed to choose a tough slide. Identify the mind games played by the other teams, but don't worry. Identify the players that have captained India in Test cricket.
Okay.
One at a time.
Rohit Sharma,
Rohit Sharma will fetch you 5 points.
Anil Kumble,
Anil Kumble will give you 10.
Ajinkya Rahane,
Ajinkya Rahane, 15 so far.
Ravi Shastri,
Ravi Shastri captained India in one test.
Virender Sehwag,
Virender Sehwag, did he captain India? Now wait. You have managed to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have just one correct answer and 3 incorrect answers. You can withdraw with the score of like how much? 25 points? Or you can take 50? Or you can take a 0. The options in front of you are Gundappa Vishwanath, Mohinder Amarnath, Hardik Pandya, K.S. Ranjit Singh ji. You managed to score 25 so far?
so we'll withdraw.
You'll withdraw. Okay. Clever decision by Team C. They withdraw with a score of 25. In case you had an option, what would you have chosen? Gundappa Vishwanath would have fetched you 50 points. Doesn't matter. Part of the game. But good decision to withdraw. Next is a direct for which team? Team D. Yes, Team D. Awards. You have chosen the easiest set of the quiz. But again, easy if you know the answer. Identify the actors who have won the National Film Award for Best Actor. One at a time. National awards are those that are given by the Government of India, not Filmfare or any other award.
Akshay Kumar,
On the mic, please.
Akshay Kumar,
Akshay Kumar did get an award for Rustam.
Shah Rukh Khan,
Shah Rukh Khan never received any national award. Doesn't matter. Team D does not score anything in this round. These are your other answers. Shah Rukh Khan we kept for trick reasons. Next is a direct for Team F. Yes, Team F.
Indian Army.
Indian Army. Okay, wise choice. Let's have a look. Identify the winners of the Paramveer Chakra. One answer at a time. Complete silence from the audience. Other teams, if you want to help them, you can. Nobody is helping. शराफत का जमाना नहीं रहा. Team F.
Captain Vikram Batra.
Captain?
Vikram Batra.
Captain Vikram Batra. Did he win a Paramveer Chakra? He did. On the mic or clear बोलिएगा ताकि everybody gets to hear your answer.
Major Shaitan Singh.
Major Shaitan Singh. Was there a person?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and he did win a Paramveer Chakra. Plus 10 so far. Thank God my mother did not name me Shaitan. Yes, Team F.
Lance Naik Albert Ekka.
Lance Knight Albert Ekka did win a Paramveer Chakra. 15 so far. You can withdraw with a score of 15, or you can go for 50, whatever you wish. Or maybe you can decide after one more answer. You managed to give me 3 so far. 3 more are left. Team F. Come on, Team F. Team F, are you trying or you're withdrawing? You can withdraw. We are not forcing you to answer. You can withdraw or you can answer.
Subedar Joginder Singh.
Subedar Joginder Singh did get a Paramveer Chakra in 1962. Plus 20 so far. Greed. Greed for points. Greed for points. You're not sure of the answer, but points to chahiye. Doesn't matter. Go for it.
Withdraw, sir.
Okay. I did not entice you to withdraw. You can continue if you wish. Okay. Good decision by Team F. They have managed to score 20 in this round. But in case if you had an option, क्या guess करते आप?
Nayak Jadunath Singh.
Nayak Jadunath Singh did win an award. अजून एक सांगा मला. Yes.
Brigadier Suryadev Singh.
Brigadier Suryadev Singh did win a Paramveer Chakra, but that was in a movie called Tiranga. There is no Brigadier Suryadev Singh in reality. So, good decision by them to withdraw. Next is direct for Team E. Yes, Team E. Nobel Prize or mythology?
Mythology.
Mythology. Let's have a look. Identify the warriors who fought for the Kauravas in the Mahabharata. One at a time.
Jaydrath.
Jaydrath, brother-in-law. Brother-in-law का नाम है तो कौन है? 5 points.
Shalya.
Shalya, Karan ke Sarathi, and also the general in the final day, plus 10 so far.
Ashwatthama.
Ashwadhama, Hada Narova Kunjara, 15.
Kirti Varma. Kirti Varma. The middle.
Kritavarma.
Kirti Varma.
Kritavarma did fight for the Kauravas. You managed to give his 4 so far.
Kripacharya.
Kripacharya did fight for the Kauravas. You managed to score 25 points in this round. One more correct answer and you'll get 50. Or you can withdraw with a score of 25. 4 options. Can't wait for 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 seconds. You can withdraw with a score of 25 if you wish to. Or you can go 50.
Sir Barbaric.
Barbaric. Barbaric did not fight in the Mahabharata war. You had earned 25 points, but you end up with a score of 0. Okay, that is the end of this round. Let's have a look at the scores. Team A, you scored 0 in this round, but your total score continues to be 200. Team B scored 50 in this round. Your score is now 210. Just a slender lead over Team A. Team C, you scored 25 in this round. Your score is 145. Team D, your score is 80. Team E, 20. And Team F is now at 60. The next round is again a dry round, exactly as we saw in the first round. But instead of clockwise direction, we'll go anti-clockwise now. It'll be a direct for Team F first, followed by E, D, and so on. Okay, बाकी rules सब same है that we saw in round number 1. Direct for Team F. Slats, Jackie, Telly, Tanner, George, and Leo have all worked at a certain company, X, and have been its mascot at different points of time, with Leo still serving after almost 60 years. Which company did they work for? We have a set of names here. Slats, Jackie, Telly, Tanner, George, and Leo. And something is there in the image that is hidden. If you can identify something, from the names it's clear that the names are not of human beings. But you don't have to tell me what it is. you have to tell me the name of the company. Now anybody wants to pounce? Team A and B are pouncing. Give me the company. Okay. Okay. Team A and B have pounced. No other team is pouncing. Pounce closing in 3, 2, and 1. Team F, what is your answer? Tell me the company.
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, no. Team E.
Fox.
Fox. Team D.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Team C. Every other team has answered.
Golden Mever.
Sorry?
Golden Mever. GMG.
Golden.
Mever. MEWYER.
Metro Goldwyn. Okay, we'll fetch you a plus 20. The answer is indeed MGM or Metro Goldwyn. The lines that एक character का नाम Leo था, उसमें से तो पकड़ लेते हैं आप लोग. So team A, B and C get a plus 20 each. And since team C answered, it's a direct for team B now. Although the exact origins of this commonly used one-word phrase are not known, it's generally believed to have its origin in German folklore, where several spirits were supposed to live in trees, and the usage of this phrase was indirectly calling them to assistance against evil spirits. And while some theories claim that the phrase is a reference to the cross on which Jesus was crucified and was a method to seek God's protection. Today, the phrase is popular throughout the world. Identify this one-word phrase. So we are talking about a phrase and its origin. We don't know the exact story of this origin, but as we can see here, one of the theories state that this phrase originates in German folklore, where several spirits were supposed to live in trees. And according to another theory, this one-word phrase is the reference to the cross on which Jesus Christ was crucified. So when we are uttering this phrase, we are seeking God's protection against evil spirits. What is the phrase in question? I am sure यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई नहीं है who might not have heard this phrase. बहुत लोगों ने तो आज भी इस्तेमाल किया होगा क्विज में आने के बाद. A very commonly uttered phrase which every one of us uses almost every single day. There are two keywords here. One word is and the second word is the cross on which Jesus was crucified. Something that is common, and there is a phrase that connects. You're pouncing. Yes, sir. Team F is pouncing. Team F has pounced. It's a direct for Team B. No other team is pouncing, I suppose. Pounce closing in 3, 2, 1. Team B.
Exorcism.
Exorcism. That's not a phrase. Team A.
Hookaba?
On the mic, please.
The phrase hookaba.
Hookaba. Not exactly. Team F has pounced. Team E. Team D.
May Lord have mercy.
Team C.
Is it hallelujah? Hallelujah.
High and dry. Okay, audience. Nobody is trying. Let's have a look at the answer. Yes, audience. No, let's have a look at the answer. The answer is touchwood. Team F answered it on the pounds. Please give them a big hand. Uh, 20 for Team F. Once again, it's a direct for Team B. This is a tough one. If you're a chess enthusiast, you might be able to crack it. X is the name of a checkmating pattern in chess that is delivered by a knight in which the mated king is unable to move because it is completely surrounded or dashed by its own pieces. The mate is usually seen in a corner of the board since fewer pieces are needed to surround the king there. X is named after a French chess player, Francois Philodor, and is also known as Philodor's legacy. However, this is a misnomer as X is earlier described in Louis Lesina's 1497 text on chess, which predates Philodor by several hundred years. Identify the term. Where the king is checkmated because he can't move because of his own whatever we call it, chess. What type of checkmate are we talking about? It's pretty tough. I would advise the teams not to pounce if you're not sure of the answer. It's a direct for team B, closing the pawns in 3. You're pouncing. I'm very excited to see the answer. Unfortunately, you get a negative. I told you not to pounce. Pounce is now closed. Team B, what is your answer?
Knight mate.
Knight mate. Team A. Yes, team A.
Castle check.
Team F has pounced and got a negative. Team E, not trying. Team D, not trying. Team C,
Is it castling?
it's not castling. Audience, yes. Smothered maid is indeed correct. I suppose you are a chess player. Please give her a chocolate. No points to anybody. Team F gets a negative 20. And Team B, you're done with your 2 chances. Next is direct for Team A now. This is my favorite question. General Sir Charles Napier was the commander-in-chief of the British Army in India in the 19th century. He is best known in history for his conquest of X. Despite of having strict instructions not to take over X, Napier disobeyed the instructions and conquered X in 1843. According to a famous legend, after the conquest was complete, Napier sent a telegram to the Governor General of India with only one word written on it, and that word was peccavi. Peccavi is Latin, and it means I have committed a sin. It was a pun. And the one word clearly gave the message to the Governor General. What was the pun? Or tell me what was the name of the province?
Sir,
Everybody understood the question?
what's the meaning of pun?
A word that means something else. पढ़ के आपको कुछ लगेगा. Double meaning word आप जिसे कहते हैं. He did not really send any telegram, but ये legend है नेपियर साहब से involved कि ये प्लेस को कॉन्कर करने से उन्हें मना किया गया था. उन्होंने फिर भी ये कॉन्कर किया. करने के बाद उन्होंने supposedly एक telegram भेजा with just one word written, and that one word was peccavi. Peccavi Latin होता है, and its translation is I have committed a sin. Although it technically means I have committed a sin, it meant something else. That was the pun. Anybody wants to pounce? Either tell me what it is or tell me the name of the province. If you tell me the name of the province, you will understand what the pun is. It's a direct for team A. Anybody wants to pounce? 3, 2, 1. Team A. Name the province.
Sir,
Or
it was
tell-
about conquest of Sindh.
Conquest of sin.
Yes.
I have committed a sin. I have sinned.
Sindh, yes.
I have sinned.
Yes.
Excellent answer by team A. I have sinned. I have sinned. Excellent answer. Team A gets a plus 20. It's a direct for team F now. Historically, X was a concoction that was made from fish or mushrooms. However, in 1834, Dr. John Cook Bennett added dash to X and seemingly transformed it into the hottest drug of the 1800s. Dr. Bennett claimed that he had done his research and found that X was capable of curing ailments like diarrhea, cholera, jaundice, indigestion, and rheumatism. Unfortunately, once people got to see the craze of X, there became a lot of copycats who simply sold laxatives in the name of X, and even claimed that their X could cure everything. Eventually, the medicinal use of X died down, and it became a household food item. Today, eggs can be found in everyone's house. What is eggs? So we are talking about a food item which originally started as a medicine. And later many versions of it came out. Some said that we are the original ones, and some said we are the original ones. But the medicinal effects were really not really existent. So today, we use this product, not for its medicinal, because there was no medicinal use. What is the name of this product? What are we referring to? Something that can be found in almost everybody's house. It's a direct for Team F, a very common food item, mistakenly thought to have medicinal benefits. Pounds closing in 3, 2, and 1. Team E. What is, sorry, kiska direct hai? You answered, it's a direct for Team F. Yes, Team F, your answer. Don't take a lot of time. If you're sure, you can tell me the answer, or you can try to work out, but try to save time whenever possible. We still have 2 more rounds after this. 1 more round after this. Team F is not trying as a Team E. Yes, Team E. Team D. A very common household food item. On the mic, please. Not trying. Team C.
Soy sauce.
It's not soya sauce, but I'll come back to you. Team B.
Ketchup.
Ketchup was exactly what I was looking for. The answer is indeed ketchup. I'll do this thing. Team B will get a full plus 20, and Team C will also get some points. I'll give you plus 10. Since you answered on the direct, it's next for Team A now. Question number 18. Spy in the Wild is a nature documentary TV series produced by BBC that aims to look at the complex emotions of animals and their interpersonal relationships using modern technology in a way that no animal would have done a human filmmaker, and also gaining their trust in the process. So how does this show exactly use technology to give an up-close glimpse into animal life? So we are talking about a documentary called Spy in the Wild, produced by BBC. Something was included in this documentary to understand the ways and means of the lives of these animals without creating any disturbance or distrust amongst the animals. What was the method that was followed by BBC in this documentary? That you have to tell me. And there is an image here. That image is not any random image. That image is very relevant to the question. You're pouncing. Aap sure ho to hi pounce karo. Right. You're on the right direction, but with your lucky answers. This is not sufficient. ठीक. Okay. So, Team B has pounced, Team C has pounced, and Team E has pounced. आपका direct है, I suppose? Last answer किसने दिया?
A we have to answer. That's the question.
Direct A का है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's A is direct now. It's pounced correctly by Team B, C, and E. Yes, Team A. What is your answer?
So they have in the bird shown up here. They have put a spy camera near its eye so that the
We'll fetch you a plus 20. Excellent. So they use robotic animals with cameras on their eyelids So that was exactly what I was looking for. Excellent answer by all the teams. Team A gets a plus 20, B gets a plus 20, C gets a plus 20, and E gets a plus 20. Since you answered, it's a direct for Team F now. Team F, question number 19. In 1945, Percy Spencer, an engineer at Raytheon, was fiddling with a magnetron used in radar systems when he felt a sizzling sensation in his pocket. Spencer paused and found that a chocolate bar in his pocket had started to melt. Figuring that it was due to the radiation of the magnetron, Spencer immediately set out to work on the potential of such radiation. What was the end of this accidental discovery? So Percy Spencer is credited with the invention of something that you have to tell. It's a direct for Team F. Wait. So A, B, C, and D have bounced. Direct for Team F. Team E, आपने bounce नहीं किया. Do you want to bounce? Not bouncing. Yes, Team F.
Microwave.
We'll fetch you a plus 20. I thought someone would say a nuclear reactor or something, but almost all the teams got it right, except for Team E. Team E, you two should have taken your chance, but again, you have your direct now. Direct for Team E. X was used as a form of torture for the first time in 2nd century China as an experiment, but had become a huge success by the time they were used in ancient Rome, something that was aptly described in the first comic book featuring Asterix called Asterix the Gaul. According to an eyewitness account, the German Nazis too used this form of torture to great effect to extract information from prisoners during the Second World War. It is believed that the X-torture is still prevalent in many parts of the world, mainly because it leaves no scars. What form of torture are we talking about? So we are all aware of the method that's described in the question, but we might not know it as a torturing method. This method was used for torturing by the Chinese in the 2nd century, and if you read the books Asterix, you would be aware of it. As mentioned in the first book, Asterix the Gaul. And even the German Nazis used to use this torturing technique frequently, mainly because it left no scars. Team C is pouncing. Okay, good imagination by Team C. Anybody else wants to pounce?
So,
You're pouncing.
no, sir. So I'm cancelling the bounce.
Okay. It's a direct for Team E. Pounds closing in 3, 2, 1. Yes, Team E.
सो चायनामध्ये जी मेथड वापरली जाते स्पेसिफिकली टॉर्चरिंगसाठी त्यामध्ये आपल्याला झोपवलं जातं आणि डोळ्याच्या बरोबरमध्ये एक ड्रॉप वॉटरचा सोडला जातो तासन तास आपलं डोकं पूर्णपणे तिथं स्टेबल ठेवलं जातं जेणेकरून तो जो पकडलेला कैदी वगैरे आहे त्याला खूप त्रास होईल आणि तो ती इन्फॉर्मेशन जी काही आहे ती त्याला देईल
आणि डोळ्यामध्ये स्कार काही येणार नाही का?
नाही काहीच येणार नाही फक्त वॉटरची ड्रॉप तिथे टाकले जातात सर
Okay, very innovative. I think the Chinese, if they understand Marathi, they would have understood the technique, but that's not what they used to do in the 2nd century. Team D.
Concentration camps.
Concentration camps. Team B.
Waterboarding.
Water.
Boarding. They put the
Okay.
person in water.
Okay, and no scars. ना स्कार रहेंगे ना आदमी. Team A.
सो त्याचे फीट्स आहेत ना पायाला बकरीला चाटायला लावतात आणि त्याला खूप गुदगुल्या होत्या आणि त्याच्यामुळे तो टॉर्चर मेथड आहे.
पाया प्रक्रियेला साठवता तर टॉर्चर होणार का? टॉर्चर होणार. 20 पॉइंट्स द्या ह्याला. The torture is called tickling torture. They used a feather. बकरी वकरी का काम नहीं था. Just a feather. An excellent answer by Team C. I was just kidding. Team A and C get plus 20 each for their excellent answer. And since you answered it on the direct, next is Team F. Okay, basically you have to identify the person standing next to the lady. I'll still read out the question for you. Queen Elizabeth's accession to the British throne is quite a story. The then princess, along with her husband Prince Philip, was in Kenya when her father King George VI died. At that point, she was in the Treetops Hotel, a treehouse hotel designed to be like a machan used for shikar in India. A British subject was quite aptly accompanying the prince and the princess. He later described the situation with, she went up a tree in Africa, a princess, and she came down as a queen. Identify the British subject who suitably was with the royal couple. So when this royal couple went to Africa, they were not really, they were just princess and her husband. But something happened, King George VI died, and Elizabeth became the queen immediately. So what you have to do is to tell me the person who was accompanying both the prince and the princess. He was a British subject. You're bouncing. Okay. Bouncing. Sure rahega. Okay. Two teams have bounced, Team C and Team D. It's a direct for Team F. Pounds closing in 3, 2, 1. Team F. Yes, Team F. What is your answer? Team F.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was not a British subject. Team E.
They may be their butler with Abdul. Butler Abdul.
Butler Abdul. Victoria and Abdul. Victoria lived in a different century. Team D. Team D had pounced. Team C has pounced. Team B. Team B is passing.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill will accompany. Okay, it doesn't matter. Team A.
Clement Attlee.
Not Clement Attlee. Audience. Yes, sir. Sorry? Not Phillips. Let's have a look at the answer. I was going to give a clue that there is an Indian connection to the person mentioned over here, but two teams were already pouncing. That's why I did not give the clue. So excellent answer by Team C and Team D. Team C and D get a plus 20 each. This is your second chance, Team F. Direct for Team F once again. If you don't give me correct answer, anybody answer अगर नहीं देता है तो अगला सवाल Team E को जाएगा. Direct for Team F. X's are professionals that work as freelancers or are often hired by the police and municipal corporations. The payment made to these people are very low, ranging from a measly rupees 1,000 to 5,000, depending on the accuracy of their work. The success rates of X's are around 20%, which is a very good figure in the industry. The identities of these people are also kept anonymous in order to prevent any threats to their lives, considering the line of work. However, in recent years, like in any industry, machines have taken over the jobs of X's. You have to tell me what is the profession that we are talking about. A group of people, professionals, who work as freelance officers and are often hired by the police and municipal corporations for their work. And they are paid like 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees, depending upon the success of their work. But the success is only up to 20%. Even 20% comes true, then it's a high number, it's a huge number. How many of you watch movies? You guys watch movies, I suppose. Filmein dekhte ho na aap log. In many movies, this profession is mentioned in some police cases, but the strike rate in the movies is very high. Whenever we see this professional in a movie, we see that their strike rate is 100%. Whenever this person indulges in what they do, they're always correct in movies, most of the times. But in reality, just 20% of the times they get it right, and even if they get it right 20%, it's considered to be a huge number. What profession are we talking about? Again, everybody sitting here, we know what we are talking about, and you're bouncing. It's a direct for Team F. No, Team D, you get a negative. A negative for Team D. Team B, you're also bouncing. F के बाद वहाँ से हाँ. Team B also gets a negative. Direct for Team F. Two teams have got a negative already. So B and D get a negative. Pounds is now closed. Team F, what is your answer?
Khabri, spy.
Exactly what everybody answered and got a negative. Team E.
Private spy agency.
Spy. Okay. Is not correct. Team C.
It's a sketch artist.
Sketch artist. They get only 20% correct, but you are 100% correct. Sketch artist. Criminal कैसे दिखता है? These people make the drawings and they get it right only 20% of time. But how many Bollywood movies or Hollywood movies get the statistic right? I'm not sure. But Team C did get it right. Team C gets a plus 20, a negative 20 for Team B and Team D. And since you answered Team C, it's a direct for Team B now. According to a Japanese poll in the year 2000, the Japanese believed that their best invention of the 20th century was X. Momofuku Ando, the inventor of X, stated that he decided to develop X all by himself because post-World War II, with Japan suffering from shortage of food, the Ministry of Health tried to encourage people to eat bread made from wheat flour that was supplied by the United States, which was not familiar to its citizens. The experience convinced him that peace will come to the world when people will have enough to eat. Today, approximately 103 billion servings of eggs are eaten worldwide every year, with India consuming almost 6 billion of these. What food item are we talking about? After the Second World War, bread was encouraged to be eaten amongst the Japanese, but wheat flour was not something that originally belonged to Japan. So they came up with something else. And today, the Japanese think that this is probably the greatest invention that they ever had. And 103 billion servings of eggs are eaten worldwide every year, with India alone consuming 6 billion of these. What food item or what invention are we talking about? It's a direct for Team B. Open for pounds. Pounds closing in 3, 2, and 1. Team B.
Instant noodles.
Instant noodles. Weren't they of Chinese origin? They were of Japanese origin. Plus 20 to Team B. Instant noodles. Team A, it's your direct now. Cypress is a name given to most of the plants in the cypress family. Cypressea, which is a type of conifer normally found in the north temperate regions. Most cypress species are trees, while a few are shrubs. Cypress trees signify death in many cultures, and hence they were planted in a place along with fruit-bearing trees signifying life, where they now have been immortalized. In which insanely famous place, commissioned in 1631, do these trees hide in plain sight? Like, many of us might not be aware of the name of this tree, but we know it for some other reason, for being a part of something else that was started in 1631. That was commissioned in 1631. What are we talking about? You're bouncing. Okay. Team B has pounced. Something very famous, commissioned in 1631. Come on, what was commissioned in 1631? It's a direct for team A. Any other team wishes to pounce? Because it's probably the easiest question of the quiz. I'll have to close the pounce in 3, 2. You will curse yourself for not pouncing. 3, 2, and 1. Pounce is now closed. Yes, team A.
So it's Taj Mahal.
It is Taj Mahal. Plus 24 to team A and B. The reason we mentioned 1631 was these trees can also be found in Bibi Ka Maqbara, which just happens to be a few kilometers from here. So in 1631, Taj Mahal was commissioned. Excellent answer by both team A and B. Let's have a look at the next question. Do we have any in this round? That is the end of this round. Let's have a look at the scores. I hope all the teams are maintaining their own scores. In this third round, Team A scored 120 points, which takes your total score to 320. Team B scored 100 in this round, and your total score is 310. Team C scored 130 in this round, and your total score is 275. Team D scored 20 in this round, and your total score is 100. Team E scored 20 in this round, your total score is 40. And Team F scored 20 in this round, your total score is 80. Now we'll move on to the final round. The rules of this particular round are very complicated, so I want you to listen to me very carefully. There is no pass, no pounce, and no bounce. Every team will get one question each. Again, topics will be mentioned in front of you. When you choose a topic, before you choose a topic, you have to choose a team. Okay, suppose it's Team A's direct. They choose a topic called history. But before the question appears on the screen, you have to choose another team. Suppose you choose Team E. And then the question appears in front of you. You will get an opportunity to answer it. If you answer it correctly, you will get plus 20, and Team E will get a negative 20 immediately, and no other team will be affected. But in case you don't give me the correct answer, you will get a negative 20, and the question will pass to Team E. And now if Team E answers, they'll get a plus 20, and even if our answer nahi bhi dete, to bhi negative nahi hoga. Am I clear? Every team has to choose some other team. The question goes to them first, the team that has chosen. अगर वो सही जवाब देते हैं, तो उन्होंने जिस टीम को चूज किया, they will get a negative 20. अगर वो सही आंसर देते हैं तो, अगर वो सही आंसर नहीं देते हैं, तो उन्हें -20 मिलेगा और आपको सवाल का जवाब देने का अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा. आप गलत देते तो भी नेगेटिव नहीं होगा. Clear? And no team can be chosen more than twice. So अगर टीम A and B में competition है, you can deduct their points by choosing them. But again, by choosing them, you're also giving them an opportunity. आपका negative हो सकता है, and they'll get an opportunity to answer. So you have to think carefully. Okay, and no team can be picked more than twice. Suppose team E को team A भी choose करती है, team B भी choose करती है, तो team C will not be able to choose you. So the maximum you can score in this round is 60 points, and the lowest is -60. Okay. Anybody has a doubt here? Things are clear? Okay. Team A, here are your set of topics. Astronomy, sports, literature, wildlife, brand equity, and history. First, the topic. Next, the team. On the mic, please. On the mic. बस छूटेगी आधे घंटे में, जल्दी करो. आपकी बस है इसीलिए. topic, and the team.
History.
History and the team.
We'll go with E.
You have chosen team E. Badla hoga. Let's have a look at the question. Team A has chosen history, and the team is team E. Shut up in a lonely mansion with police night and day, patrolling the gardens to keep assassins away. He got down to work to the task of settling the fate of millions. The maps at his disposal were out of date, and the census returns almost certainly incorrect. But there was no time to check them, no time to inspect contested areas. This is a part of a poem written by W.H. Auden on a certain personality associated with Indian history. You have to tell me the name of that person. The question is easy, but it might not be what you think it is. A lot of clues in the poem mentioned by W.H. Auden. You can read the poem there. You have to tell me the name of the person on whom this poetry is written. If you give me a correct answer, you will get a plus 20. If you say pass or an incorrect answer, you will get a negative 20. And the question will go to team E. So team E, आप भी सोचिए क्या होगा आंसर. अगर वो सही आंसर दे तो आपको नेगेटिव में मिल जाएंगे. But that's how this round is designed to be. Yes, team A. We are talking about a personality, and you can find the clues in the poem. I can't tell you anything else. Yes, team A.
Sir, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Netaji will not be very happy with the answer. You get a minus 20, team A. Team E. अगर आप गलत भी देते हो तो भी कोई बात नहीं. At least आपकी नेगेटिव तो बच गए. Correct answer will fetch you a plus 20, however. अभी तक पढ़े नहीं थे क्या सवाल? मैंने प्रिपेयर रहने कहा था आपको. कोई बात नहीं. Please.
Sir, Chandrasekhar Azad.
चंद्रशेखर आजाद इज नॉट करेक्ट. यहाँ पे मेंशन्ड है काफी सारी चीजें पोएम में, आपने केयरफुली पढ़ा नहीं. द मैप्स एट हिज डिस्पोजल वर आउट ऑफ डेट एंड द सेंसस रिटर्न्स ऑलमोस्ट certainly incorrect, but there was no time to check them, no time to inspect contested areas. For no points you can try. Not Indira Gandhi. Yes, the gentleman in the orange t-shirt. आप नहीं, आपके बाजू में. जी जी. नहीं मालूम है तो उनको दे दीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. And his name is Ratcliffe, but not John Ratcliffe, it's Cyril Ratcliffe. Please give them both a chocolate. Okay, so minus 20 to team A, direct for team B. So team E has been chosen once. Team B. Last 5 questions of this quiz. Sports, on the mic please, or आपकी team of choice.
Team F.
Team F, okay. Sports and team F. Ultimate X is a non-contact team sport that was developed in 1968 in New Jersey, USA. The word X is a registered trademark of the Wham-O toy company, and thus the sport is not formally called the Ultimate X, though this name is still in common casual use. From the sport's beginning in the American counterculture of the late 1960s, Ultimate X has resisted empowering any referee with rule enforcement, and instead relies on the sportsmanship of players and invokes the spirit of the game to maintain fair play, even at the highest levels of competition. The sport is recognized by the International Olympic Committee and is eligible for the 2028 Games. Identify the sport. It's a registered trademark of the Vam-O Toy Company. So that can give you an idea that what we are talking about is basically a toy.
hula hooping.
Wait, I'll come to you. धीमी आवाज में आप बात करते हैं.
Hula hoop.
Hula hoop. Good try, but it'll still give you a negative 20. Hula hoop is not the answer. Team F. आप गलत भी देते हो, नो नेगेटिव. आप पास भी कर सकते हो, आप आंसर भी दे सकते हो. माइक में बोलिए.
MMA.
It's not MMA. Audience.
सर एक मिनट क्रिकेट है आंसर.
नहीं, आप एक ही आंसर.
क्रिकेट आंसर नहीं है.
It's neither MMA or frisbee. कितनी चॉकलेट खाएंगे सर? The answer is indeed frisbee. So a negative 20 to team B. Come on, इतना simple सा answer था ये, but doesn't matter. Okay, team B ends up getting a negative. It's a direct for team C now. You can play strategically if you have your scores. Team C is in a very critical position at the moment. Anything can happen according to the choice you make. The topic and the team, please. Team C.
Literature.
And the topic and the team?
Team B.
Team B.
Yes.
Okay, so you're basically giving them an opportunity to answer in case you don't. So, Team C has chosen literature and Team B. Let's have a look at the question. In order to boost tourism, the longest serving Diwan of this former state, X, commissioned R.K. Narayan to write a book on the state. The first edition of this travelogue was called X and was published in 1939. Narayan called this book as a collection of impressions, descriptions, legends, and historical tidbits associated with the state of X. It is unclear whether the book helped boost the tourism of the state, but in his autobiography, Narayan clearly mentions of how he struggled to recover his writing fees from the government. X was republished as the Emerald Route in 1980, which is this former state of India. So we are talking about a state, and that state doesn't really exist in India anymore. This book was commissioned by the Diwan of that former state of India, and R.K. Narayan wrote the book. It was formerly called something that was the name of that state. But now the book is called the Emerald Route. You have to tell me the name of this former state of India. So even if the question is on literature, if you know your history and geography right, you might be able to catch it. Again, knowledge of literature will also help. Yes, Team C. Team B, I hope you're also reading the question carefully. Give me any former state of India. I'll have to pass it to Team B if you're not trying.
So is it Jammu Kashmir? Kashmir.
Jammu Kashmir,
Jammu Kashmir.
will not fetch you any points. Negative 20 to Team C. Yes, Team B.
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, you're very close geographically to the answer, but that's not correct. Audience? Yes, please. Mysore. Please give the chocolate. A chocolate to team A. The answer is Mysore. The Emerald Route is a very beautifully written travelogue, and the only travelogue written by R.K. Narayan. -20 to team C. Direct to team D now.
Wildlife.
Wildlife. And the team? C. Team C. Okay. Team C for wildlife. With the reintroduction of cheetahs, another suggested proposal at the Kuno National Park is the introduction of X, something which has resulted in mixed reactions from the ecologists. Basically, it's a theory. कोई हो नहीं रहा introduction, बस ऐसे propose किया गया. Those against the idea state that the animal X has never been a part of the Indian subcontinent and would find it difficult to adapt to the Indian ecology. Plus, nowhere in the world has X ever been introduced. Those in favor say that the ancestors of X, called Brahmatherium and Civatherium, lived in the Indian subcontinent nearly 2.5 to 6 million years ago and can easily adopt to India's ecology. X's carving on a stone created in the 12th century can be found at the Sun Temple in Konark, Odisha, also at several other places like Hosa Basti, Karnataka, Sushidran, Tamil Nadu, etc. And initially, European explorers mistakenly believed that India was the home of X. It is unclear if X's would be introduced in the Indian subcontinent or not, but India is home to nearly 30 X's living in captivity. Matlab zoom in. What animal are we talking about? An animal that's not a part of the Indian subcontinent. But according to Indian ecologists, the great forefather of this animal, whom we currently refer to as Brahmatherium and Civatherium, they lived in the Indian subcontinent 2.5 to 6 million years ago. And if you go to Sun Temple in Konark or the Hosabasti Temple in Karnataka or Sushindram Temple in Tamil Nadu, you can see the carvings of this animal in one of the walls. What animal who is not a native of India or the Indian subcontinent are we talking about? You can find these animals in many Indian zoos, and currently, at the time of this framing of this question, approximately 30-35 are there in many parts of the world. What is the animal? Direct for team D. Team C, I hope you're also reading it carefully. Yes, team D. Enough clues? Just name the animal.
Sir, lion.
Lion is indeed a part of the Indian subcontinent. As you can see, Gujarat Gir is the home of Asiatic lions. Passing on to Team C. Team C, you have an opportunity to redeem yourself.
Snow leopard.
Snow leopard is also a part of India. Why would snow leopard be there? Audience.
Sir.
Not hippo, not hippo. Audience. Yes. Not African lion. Why would we need African lions? Giraffe. It is indeed giraffe. Let's have a look at the answer. That is Sun Temple Konark, and you can, as you can see, carving of a giraffe. There are 30 giraffes living in India. So -20 to Team D. Every team has scored a negative so far. This is deliberately a tough round. Direct for Team E now. Team E, your choice and the team.
Brand equity.
Sorry?
Brand equity.
Brand equity. And the team?
B.
Team B. Second B or second turn? Second turn. Okay. Team B, once again, you have a chance to redeem yourself. Brand equity. Recently, when the company X released its financial statements, people were shocked to see the revenue of X from food and beverages because the primary business of X is something else. The following image compares the revenue and profit of X with some of the major companies in the F&B sector. Identify the company. If you can see the company, see the chart, you can see that the revenue of this company is higher than Barbecue Nations in the financial year 2022, and their profit is much higher than Domino's Pizza's profit. What is this company? This company is, the primary business of this company is not food and beverages, it's something else. But इनका food and beverage का sale इतना ज़्यादा है, इनका sale Barbecue Nations के sale से ज़्यादा है, and their profit is much higher than Domino's Pizza. What company are we talking about? A very famous company. A company not known for its food business. If you're thinking in the right direction, you might be able to reach out to the answer. मैं कुछ और बोल दूंगा, आप तुरंत बोल दोगे आंसर. I am playing very carefully. Team E.
हिंदुस्तान युनिलिव्हर.
Hindustan Unilever is nowhere near the answer.
McDonald's. McDonald's.
McDowell's or McDonald's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's is primarily food and beverage.
No.
Then
Real estate.
quite a trivia, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for.
Sir, Indigo.
Indigo.
Indigo Airlines.
Do you think Indigo itna profit banayega? Excellent answer. One more chocolate to Team A. Unfortunately, a negative to Team E. So in Indigo, we are forced to eat what they are selling because we have no options, and they ended up making profits that much higher than Barbecue Nation and Domino's. Team E, you get a negative, and no points to anybody else. Continuing the trend, final question of this quiz to Team F. Brilliant choice. And the team?
DC.
D. Okay. Let's have a look at the question. NASA's great observatories refer to 4 large, powerful space-based astronomical telescopes launched between 1990 and 2003, built with different technology to examine specific regions. The 4 telescopes are Hubble Space Telescope, Compton Gamma Ray Observatory, X Observatory, and Spitzer Space Telescope. The X Observatory is named after a Nobel Prize winning Indian astrophysicist, X, who was awarded the 1983 Nobel with William Fowler. The term defining the maximum mass stable white dwarf star is also named after X. Identify the person. I'll simplify the question for you. We have mentioned 4 telescopes here: Hubble Space Telescope, Compton Gamma Observatory, Spitzer Space Telescope, and X Observatory. X happens to be an Indian or Indian origin scientist who was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1983. Just tell me who.
Chandra Observatory. Chandra Observatory.
Chandra Observatory. And the scientist?
The name of scientist was Chandra.
Chandra.
Something like
Chandra something.
Yes.
I will give you the points.
X-ray Chandra. That was the name.
It's S. Chandrasekhar. Chandra Observatory or Chandra Telescope will fetch you a plus 20. So only Team F manages to score points in this round. Please give them a big hand. And Team D gets a negative for no fault of theirs. So that is the end of this quiz. Let's have a look at the results. So how did you find the questions? Thank you.
Made you think.
So in case you wish to know more about Nagpur Quiz Club, you can follow our Twitter handle, Nagpur Quiz Club. We are also there on Instagram, and you will get more such content. Okay, finishing 6th is Team E with a score of 20. Please give Team E a big hand. आप खड़े हो जाइए, सबको देखने दीजिए कौन हो आप लोग. Team E, code number 24, finished with a score of 20. Doesn't matter, not your day today, but some other day maybe. Finishing 5th is Team D with a score of 60. A big hand for Team D, please. Finishing fourth is Team F. Some very interesting answers given by you guys with a score of 100. A big hand for Team F, please. Finishing third in what was a narrowly fought contest between the three teams is Team C with a score of 255. A big hand for them, please. खड़े हुए लोग देखना चाहते हैं आप. And again, finishing second by just a small margin is Team B with a score of 290. A big hand for them, please. And the winners of today's competition is Team A, code number 14, with a score of 300. So one thing I'd like to tell every team is nobody is a winner or a loser in a quiz. All of you came with X knowledge when you came here, but now you know with X plus something else. So everybody is a winner. Keep participating. Today you might have lost, but maybe tomorrow you'll be able to give a few more answers and maybe you can win in future. So keep participating, and that's what I'd like to request the audience to keep coming to every quiz where you can and keep participating. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the organizers of Indra for inviting us to the quiz. And if you like the quiz, feel free to invite us once again, and we'll be happy to serve once again for you. Thank you so much.
हॅलो, थँक्यू सो मच सर. आज ही जी प्रश्नमंजुषा इथे खेळण्यात आली त्यासाठी आपल्यासोबत पद्मनाभन सर यांचा सहभाग आपल्याला लाभलेला आहे. त्यासाठी विद्यापीठाकडून डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर मराठवाडा विद्यापीठ छत्रपती संभाजीनगर यांच्यातर्फे मी या टीमचे मनपूर्वक फार फार आभार व्यक्त करते. आणि टीम जी विजेती टीम आहे टीम बी यांचे अभिनंदन. उपस्थित सर्व रसिक प्रेक्षक आणि उपस्थित सर्व सहभागी टीम या सर्वांचे मी या ठिकाणी मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. खूप खूप धन्यवाद. खूप खूप धन्यवाद.
सगळे आपले आभार सगळ्यांचे, विशेष करून बाळासाहेब गायकवाड, अनिरुद्ध मोरे. नाही, हा सिक्वेन्स ठेवा.
हॅलो, त्याचबरोबर या कार्यक्रमाला सफल करणारे अनिरुद्ध मोरे सर, सन्माननीय डॉक्टर अनिरुद्ध मोरे सर, तसेच डॉक्टर बाळासाहेब गायकवाड, संजय बिरांगणे सर, आणि या रंगमंचाची धुरा ज्यांनी सांभाळलेली आहे असे आमचे प्राध्यापक स्मिता साबळे मॅडम. त्याचबरोबर व्हॉलंटियर्स म्हणून जे विद्यार्थी मित्र ज्यांनी आपला अतिशय सुंदर असा सहभाग इथे नोंदवलेला आहे, ज्यांच्या सहकार्याशिवाय आजचा हे कार्यक्रम किंवा 4-5 दिवसांपासून जे कार्यक्रम सुरू आहे ते सफल होऊ शकलं नसतं. त्या सर्व सहभागी आमच्या व्हॉलंटियर्सचे मी मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. आमचे सहकारी मित्र डॉक्टर सुनील टाक सर इथे उपस्थित आहेत, आणि जे रिपोर्टर्स आहेत ज्यांनी आम्हाला सहभाग केलेला आहे, सहकार्य केलेलं आहे, दररोज वर्तमानपत्रात बातमी लावलेली आहे, त्या सर्वांचे मी मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते.
व्हॉलंटियर्स पण आहे ना,
वैभव काळदाते, अजून काय नाही, दत्ता खंदारे, मनापासून आभार. विशाल मोहिते, आपले देखील मनापासून आभार. अमोल किरवले, आपले देखील मनापासून आभार. आणि आमचा सचिन राठोड, तुझे देखील मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. हनुमान गिरे यांचा देखील मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. कुलदीप कासार याचे देखील मनापासून आभार.
सर्वांचे आभार.
आणि संकेत भलांडे यांचे विशेष आभार. तसेच पवन खरात या सहकारी मित्राचे देखील मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. आणि या कार्यक्रमाला यशस्वी करण्यासाठी ज्यांनी ही धुरा सांभाळलेली आहे असे विद्यार्थी कल्याण विकास आमचे डॉक्टर अंबोरे सर यांचे देखील मी मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते. धन्यवाद धन्यवाद सर्वांचे परत एकदा मनापासून आभार व्यक्त करते.
हॅलो. आणि आमच्या प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर वैशाली बोधिले मॅडम यांचं सुद्धा खूप खूप आभार. हॅलो.